Hello and welcome to NewFilmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. My name is Danny De Lillo and we're here at the South Park Center. I'm here with Sverre with his movie, Human Nature. Let's take a little clip. Thank you very much for being here, and thank you for coming all the way from the Netherlands to be here. Congratulations on your film. For those that haven't seen Human Nature, tell us a brief synopsis.
Yeah, it's a very short puppet animation, stop motion. I can hardly say anything about it without sort of revealing the film because it's so short. But it's basically the animal, how should I say it? The usual hierarchy of the animal kingdom has been reversed.
There's not many films that can really captivate you in such a small period of time, and yours is literally 2.5 minutes. I couldn't believe what I was watching. It was amazing. Where did the inspiration come for you in deciding to make this project?
Yeah, good question. I think it's been sort of a slow process and an idea that I had for really long, but I guess I grew up in the countryside of Norway. And I always thought that humans are quite fragile, and we were sort of just these species that are hiding in our houses, away from the wild animals and the nature. And then for the last 17 years, I've been living in a city. And there you kind of just forget about nature and you forget about animals. And you know, most of us go to the supermarket and we buy our stuff without thinking about where it's coming from.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So I think this is sort of
I also really love your style of animation. Can you just explain a little bit about, did you have a kind of certain style going in? Is that kind of your style in terms of how you put together the puppets together? Because it was really great to watch. Yeah,
I mean, I didn't make the film alone, so I had an amazing crew to work with me. And I also was really a collaboration together with Sao Won. She's amazing. And we basically we were a bunch of people sitting together making puppets.
Wow.
And I mean, the style, some of the situations in the film can be a bit grotesque. Yeah. So I thought it was really nice to do something that's not, you know, something that's fluffy and cute.
I love that you did that.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've ever seen anything like that, you know, which I was just like, wow, like that's what was so fascinating. But that's, you know, kind of with the roles reversed, that's how animals all live, and we're so different, and it was such an interesting take on perspective about that, which I loved. How many puppets did you create in total?
So I think we actually even made a few extra, but I think we had 31 or 32 puppets in total.
What's the process for creating each one, and how is that?
Yeah, so we basically spent about 4 days on each puppet. Wow. And it was a bit of a trial and error. We just sat together and kind of figured out what worked and what didn't. And so I also decided early on that I wanted to spend more time on the artwork than on the animation itself, because this was an opportunity with the budget we had to spend more time. Yeah. So this is also the reason for using so many characters in such a short film. Yeah,
it's such a wonderful film to watch on the big screen as well, because you really see it in its full glory. Was there a sort of perspective that you wanted your audience to take from this? Was there something you kind of wanted to sort of share with us?
Yeah, I mean, it was really important to me that it would not be a film that would be pointing any fingers or sort of. I wanted to be subtle about it, but I mean, also the thing is that it's not really a story. It's just a sequence of situations, and I think that's a nice way to sort of let the film be a mirror for people, and just let them see how it actually is.
Now, obviously, you know, that's 4 times, you know, 30 odd puppets. There's a lot of time that you put into this. Was there any particular challenges that you faced in making it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, already just making stop motion is challenging because
my goodness, yeah.
you take a lot of still frames and you have to move. Be very careful that the things that you don't want to move, that they stay still, and etc. But I think personally, for me, one challenge was to sort of not animate too much or not create too much, because the puppets and the sets were so nice. So once they were set up, you just wanted to keep going and make them do more. But because of this short time limit, we had to be strict about each shot and each take. And but also it was challenging. It was until now the sort of the biggest collaboration that I've done. So there was many people involved. I was normally I make films on my own, but in this case I was involved in making the storyboard and the artwork and setting up the lights and the camera and animating a bit, and also then directing and doing compositing and a bit of the sort of line producing in the studio.
It's
so
a lot.
It was really too much, and that's something that I need to do differently next time.
Well, I mean, it didn't serve you too badly, because it brought you halfway across the world. It was part of new filmmakers working with the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences at the home of the Oscars, and in particular having a program that was celebrating Dutch cinema. What was that experience like for you to be having your film presented there?
I would just say surreal.
Yeah.
Doesn't really. I guess I will realize what it was like a couple of days from now. But it's been fantastic. I mean, you guys have been so welcoming and done such an amazing job of making this event a really special experience for us.
Well, we can't do it without you. So you got to keep making films for us. You see. No, thank you very much, and we really appreciate having. I really did love watching your film. I actually did want more. You left me wanting more, for sure. What is next for you?
Yeah. So, good question also. But I at the moment, so I was so lucky that recently I had a daughter entering my life.
Oh, congratulations!
So, yes. So.
She's taking up your time right now, right?
Yes, I'm very happy to spend some time doing different things than making films right now. Like I love changing diapers.
Yeah.
But obviously, I will make some more films. That's I think for now maybe do some more experiments and some more art-related animations. I think that's a good thing to do after a project like this, because it's nice to sort of reset your brain a bit by doing something without a plan. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of advice that you could share with any other animators out there that you can, it's a very particularly stop motion, or it's a very particular genre of film. Is there anything that you kind of go by, maybe you've learned from others, or maybe you go by when you're making a film?
Yeah, I think, at least for me personally, I think that as long as you have something that you really care about, something that you're really passionate about, and you feel it's worth it, because I mean it takes a lot of effort and energy and time to make a film. It's as long as you feel really strongly about it, then it will keep you going, and it's worth it to push through and make it happen.
Yeah, because I mean, in animation, there's a lot more time you would have in a regular live action film. So you've got to be really committed to the subject. So no, I love that you shared that with us. It's a delight to have you with us, and please keep making more films for us, please. Once you've had some good quality time with your daughter as well. But no, thank you very much for being here, and thank you for Human Nature.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.